Good evening, my friend. Tonight, we're going somewhere quiet, somewhere soft, somewhere far away from the noise of the day. We're going to Paris, not the busy Paris of crowded boulevards and rushing footsteps, but a gentler Paris, an older Paris, a Paris wrapped in snow, a city of glowing windows, warm cafes, silent bridges, and slow drifting flakes beneath golden lamplight. Before we begin, if this is your first time here and you enjoy peaceful stories made to help you relax, unwind, and fall asleep, I'd love to invite you to subscribe. It truly helps the channel grow, and it helps these quiet stories reach more people who may need a little peace tonight. Now, get comfortable. Let your shoulders soften, unclench your jaw, let your breathing slow. And if you'd like, imagine you're already there. It is winter, it is late, and snow is beginning to fall over Paris. Arriving in the city of snow, the train arrives slowly. Its wheels sigh against the frozen rails as it eases into the station. There is no rush here, only the gentle hiss of steam, the muffled sounds of footsteps, and the soft hush of snow gathering on the roof above. You step down onto the platform. The cold greets you at once, but it is not harsh. It is crisp, clean, the kind of cold that wakes the skin for a moment. Before wrapping you in stillness, you draw your coat a little closer around you. A wool scarf rests warm at your neck. Leather gloves soften the touch of the iron rail as you make your way down the platform. Around you, the station glows in warm amber light. Porters move slowly beneath hanging lamps. A conductor in a dark coat checks his pocket watch. A woman in a long winter dress adjusts her hat as snowflakes land lightly on the brim. The city feels old and patient. Outside the station, Paris waits in white. Carriages stand quietly along the curb, their wheels edged in slush and snow. The horses exhale little clouds into the night. Gas lamps burn steadily through the drifting flakes, and the streets shine faintly beneath the snowfall as though the whole city has been dusted in pearl. You do not need to hurry. Tonight, there is nowhere you must be. Only this walk, only this snow, only this soft and beautiful city waiting to be wandered. So you begin. The first street. You step onto a narrow Parisian street lined with stone buildings. Tall windows glow behind lace curtains. Balconies, edged with black iron railings, hold little ridges of snow. The world is quieter than it should be. Snow does that. It softens edges, it hushes footsteps, it covers the hard lines of the city and turns them gentle. Your boots make a slow, muffled sound against the ground. Step, step, step. Somewhere in the distance, a bell rings the hour. Not loudly, just enough to remind the night that time is still moving. You pass a bakery, long closed for the evening. Its front window is dim, but inside, you can still see rows of empty trays, flour sacks stacked in the back, and the faint suggestion of warmth left behind by the ovens. The scent lingers, even now. Bread, butter, a touch of sugar, and for a moment the air feels even kinder. A little farther down, a small cafe still glows. Its windows are fogged from the warmth inside. Through the glass, you see only silhouettes. A waiter clearing a table, a couple leaning close in quiet conversation, a woman reading by lamplight, one gloved hand resting around a steaming cup. The door opens briefly as someone steps out. A ribbon of warmth spills onto the street. Coffee, vanilla, melted butter, and then the door closes again. The warmth folds back inside. The snow continues to fall. You keep walking. The bridge. Soon the street opens onto a bridge. Below, the Seine moves dark and slow, carrying the night gently through the heart of the city. Snow gathers along the stone railing. You rest a gloved hand there for a moment and look out. The river is almost black, except where the lamps catch it. Golden reflections stretch and tremble on the water, long lines of light bending and breaking with the current. On the far bank, buildings rise in soft, pale shapes. Their rooftops are white. Their chimneys breathe faint smoke into the cold. A small boat drifts quietly at its mooring, rocking only slightly. There is no wind strong enough to trouble anything tonight. Only a soft winter hush. You lift your eyes to the sky. Snowflakes drift downward in no hurry at all. Each one seems to find its own path. Some spin gently in the gaslight. Some melt against the stone. Some settle into the folds of your coat sleeve before disappearing. You breathe in. Cold air, clean air, and beneath it, the faint scent of the river. This is the kind of moment that asks nothing from you. You do not need to solve anything. You do not need to answer anything. You do not need to be anything more than someone standing quietly on a bridge in Paris while snow falls into the Seine. And somehow, that is enough. More than enough. A street of bookshops. When you leave the bridge, you turn onto a quieter lane. Here, the shop windows are darker. A bookseller's window is still lit by a single lamp. You slow as you pass. Inside, old books rest in tall wooden shelves, leather spines, gold lettering, maps rolled into neat cylinders, a ladder leaning against a shelf, a globe in the corner. The kind of little shop that seems to belong to another century. Snow gathers along the bottom of the glass. The lamp inside casts a warm circle over an open book left on the counter. Its pages flutter slightly in the warmth from the stove. You imagine the bookseller upstairs, already asleep beneath heavy blankets, while below, the stories wait in silence. Thousands of pages, thousands of quiet worlds. And tonight, even the books seem drowsy. You continue walking. The lane bends gently. You pass an art studio with a frosted window, a tailor's shop with neatly dressed mannequins standing in stillness, a florist, dark for the night, its buckets empty, but its sign swinging faintly. Each place feels paused, resting, as if the whole city has agreed, for just a little while, to be still. The small courtyard. At the end of the lane, you find a small courtyard tucked between buildings. It is almost hidden, easy to miss. But tonight, the snow reveals it. A wrought iron gate stands open. Beyond it, a little square of cobblestones lies under a white blanket. A stone fountain sits at the center, quiet and half-covered. Benches line the walls. A single lamp burns overhead. Its glow is golden and soft, making the snow look almost silver where the light touches it. You step inside. The courtyard feels secret, protected. The sounds of the city fade even further here. No carriage wheels, no voices, only the delicate hush of falling snow. You sit for a moment on one of the benches. The wood is cold, but the air is calm. The lamp hums faintly. The fountain, frozen at the edges, glimmers under its dusting of white. You look up. Above the rooftops, the sky is pale and low with winter clouds, and still, the flakes continue, steady, gentle, endless. If snow had a voice, perhaps it would sound like this. Not silence exactly, but something close, something soft enough to hold all your thoughts until they quiet on their own. So you sit and breathe and let the night grow even deeper around you. A late-night cafe. Eventually, the cold invites you onward. A little farther ahead, a cafe remains open. Its sign creaks softly in the breeze. Warm light spills across the threshold. You step inside. At once, your glasses would fog if you wore them. The warmth is immediate, gentle and welcoming. The room is small, wood-paneled walls, brass fixtures, round marble-topped tables, bentwood chairs, a polished counter. Behind it, an older man wipes a cup with a linen cloth and nods as you enter. No questions, no rush, just the quiet understanding that winter nights are made for places like this. You remove your gloves, your fingers begin to thaw. You take a seat near the window. Outside, snow continues to drift past the glass in slow white streaks. Inside, the air smells of coffee, cinnamon, fresh bread, and something sweet baking in the kitchen. The proprietor brings you a warm drink, perhaps tea, perhaps hot chocolate, perhaps coffee with a little steamed milk. Whatever it is, the cup warms your hands. Steam curls upward in soft spirals. You take a slow sip, and the warmth travels all the way down, through your throat, into your chest, into your shoulders. Even your thoughts seem to loosen. Around you, the cafe speaks in tiny sounds. A spoon against porcelain, a chair shifting slightly, the turning of a newspaper page, the gentle crackle of a small stove. No one speaks loudly, no one needs to. This is the language of late winter comfort, and for a while, you simply rest there, watching the snow, holding the cup, feeling the city breathe slowly beyond the glass. The walk home through snow. When you step outside again, the snow is deeper now. The city has changed while you are inside. Roofs are whiter, the street is softer. Footprints behind you have nearly disappeared. It is as if Paris is quietly tucking itself in. You walk on. A horse-drawn carriage passes slowly, wheels whispering through the snow. The driver sits, bundled in a thick coat, collar turned high. The horse moves carefully, steam rising from its nostrils. At the corner, a lamplighter stands beneath a tall post. With a long pole, he tends the flame inside the glass, one lamp at a time, golden circles blooming in the snowfall. You pause and watch him. There is something deeply calming about useful work, done slowly. Something reassuring about a person whose task is simply to bring light into the evening. The lamplighter tips his hat, then moves on. Farther ahead, the boulevard opens wide. Trees line the path, their branches laced in white. Benches sit half buried beneath the snow. A newspaper stand is closed, its shutters dusted over. A music hall poster curls slightly on a wall, wet at the edges. Everything that was lively earlier has surrendered to stillness now. And it looks beautiful. Beautiful in a way that asks for nothing. Only attention, only presence, only this quiet walk through winter. The apartment. Above the street at last, you arrive at the building where you will stay tonight. A narrow stone entrance, a brass handle cold to the touch. Inside, the stairwell smells faintly of old wood, wax, and distant supper. You climb the stairs slowly. One flight, then another. Your footsteps echo softly. At the top, a small apartment waits. You unlock the door. Inside, it is dim and peaceful. A lamp sits on a side table. A coal stove glows low in the corner. A wool coat is hung carefully by the door. A small vase rests on the windowsill. The room is simple, but perfect. There is a bed with heavy blankets, a chair near the window, a small writing desk, a shelf with a few books, and outside the glass, the snow continues to fall over the rooftops of Paris. You light the lamp a little brighter. The room warms into amber and gold. You remove your coat, your scarf, your gloves, and for the first time tonight, you are completely still. No more walking, no more streets, only the room, the snow, and the quiet. You sit by the window. Below, the street glows in soft pools of lamplight. A lone carriage moves in the distance, then disappears around a corner. Snow gathers along the sill, and the city, just beyond the glass, seems to be drifting into sleep. The last look outside. Before bed, you open the window, just a little, only a little. Enough to let in the cold night air, enough to hear the softened sounds below. The faint clip of hooves, the whisper of wheels, the distant murmur of the river. A door closing somewhere far off, then quiet again. Snowflakes drift inward and melt almost at once on the sill. You close the window and return to the warmth. The lamp glows softly behind you. The stove breathes a slow, red heat. You stand there for a moment, looking out across the rooftops. Paris is white now, completely. Chimneys, balconies, slate roofs, courtyards, bridges, all of it touched by snow. The city that in daylight can be busy, bright, demanding, has become something else tonight. Gentler, kinder, almost secret, as if it exists only for those awake enough to see it and calm enough to notice. And tonight, you noticed. You walked its quiet streets. You stood on its bridge. You rested in its cafe. You listened to the snow. And now, the city has given you back something simple. Stillness. Drifting to sleep. You draw the curtains halfway, not enough to block the view entirely, just enough to soften it. You turn down the lamp. The room grows dim, golden, peaceful. You slip beneath the blankets. They are heavy in the best way. Warm, safe, comforting. The pillow welcomes the weight of your head. Your body sinks down. Your shoulders soften. Your jaw loosens. Your breathing deepens. Outside, the snow keeps falling. Not hurried, not loud, just steady. A patient white hush over the rooftops of Paris. You imagine the cafes closing one by one, the last chairs lifted, the last cups washed, the last lamps turned low. You imagine the baker rising before dawn, though he still sleeps now. You imagine the river moving beneath its bridges. You imagine the horses resting in their stalls, the lamplighter at home by his own fire, the bookseller upstairs, dreaming above the quiet shop, the whole city tucked into winter, and you, here in this warm little room, above a snow-covered street, safe beneath blankets, with nothing more to do tonight, nothing to fix, nothing to finish, nothing to carry, only rest, only breath, only sleep. So, now, my friend, let Paris fade softly into the distance. Let the streets grow quieter. Let the lamps blur into golden light. Let the snow keep falling without needing to watch it. Let the river keep moving without needing to hear it. Let the city sleep, and let yourself sleep too. You have done enough for today. You are warm, you are safe, and the night is holding you gently now. Good night, my friend. You may sleep well.